at the 21-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. 54.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it's a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen, and a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's McCaffrey. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Speaking of McCaffrey, boy, he was used a lot in Week 1, Charles. 128 yards on the ground. He also had 10 catches for 81 more yards.
That's 209 all-purpose yards. I mean, he's unbelievable. He's one of 5 players with 10 or more receptions, 120 more rushing yards in a single game in the Super Bowl era. And this is what we saw last year as well, partner. They used him in a big way. He hardly ever came off the field. I hope they're developing an alternative for him so he can get a few plays off this season.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboys... Defense has a touchdown. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Steps away to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Newton now to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
47. Here we go. 26.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, and he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Prescott from the gun.
Oh,
Double team, and
motherfucker.
it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Point after here coming up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 4-8. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott throwing complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it.
Come on, bro. Fucking block.
They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
All right, kill. 26.
4th down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Switch.
A second down throw for Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And again, it's Prescott. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now Newton on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Newton. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Buying time, Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They will go for it. Now Newton. Got him in, it's right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
That was pass interference.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about...
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted.
No fucking way.
Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Dancing to his left. He can run for it. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Prescott finding Witten. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. K-Wan short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night. Green Bay and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off with Patrick Mahomes. Explosive on offense. How about Baltimore and Lamar Jackson? He's not just a single wing tailback, folks. He's a quarterback. And
I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and throw for it here. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. So following the failed try on 4th down, will change ends and change possession. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it.
Press an X, bro.
Down he goes.
The fuck?
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Jesus
They try to
Christ.
throw on
Here's the
2nd
woman,
down, but this one is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on 4th turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Throwing after the interception. Newton.
Yeah,
for
boy.
Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Following the interception, here's Prescott being chased out left. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Eluding the pressure, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in him from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Malik Collins, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here's Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Under 10. Under 10. Hey, watch that.
Prescott off play action. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people.
And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So they will accept the penalty.
And now he quit. Decline. Ain't no friendly quit over here, boy. There you go. I'll take the W. And that's the game, folks.